First thing you're going to want to do is locate the Microsoft Excel 2010 icon on your desktop. It should be a green X. You're going to double click that to open it. I'm going to zoom in just so that you can see it a little bit easier. Today we're only going to be entering data. Next class we're going to be formatting the data. So we just need to focus on entering the data into the spreadsheet. In cell A1, I want you to put your first name. In cell B1, your last name. So this is just an example. In cell A2, the word class. In cell B2, the word schedule. In cell A3, the word period. In cell B3, the word teacher. You're going to number from 1 to 8 because you have 8 periods. We zoom out a little bit. Okay, I guess I need to zoom out a little bit more. And there we go. Then you're going to put the teachers' names in B4 through B11. So I'm just going to make up some teacher names. Say we have Schaefer first period, Cresselia second period, Felix third and fourth. Let's say we have Tabu Tall fifth. Let's say we have Rico sixth and 7th and 8th. So if you make a mistake as you're entering data, remember you have the ability to right click and either insert, delete, cut, copy, paste as needed. You can click the row, insert a new row if you need to. Likewise, you can right click and delete a row. You can cut information and paste it in a different location. A lot of different ways you can do things. But this is the information you should have, and it should reflect your schedule, not this example schedule. You should be entering the data on sheet 1 of your new spreadsheet, and we're going to rename that sheet tab to class schedule. So if you double click on it, you should be able to type in the name class schedule. When you're done entering that data, practice moving around the spreadsheet using your arrow keys, tab key, enter key, scroll bars, etc. Last thing we're going to enter is going to be on sheet 2. So you're going to click on the tab of sheet 2 to make that your active sheet. You're going to double click. We're going to name that one belongings. I'm going to zoom in again for you so you can see it a little bit easier. In A1, we're going to type my belongings. We're going to skip A2. We're going to go to A3. And I want you to come up with a list of 8 or 9 different belongings you might have. Maybe you have a bike. Maybe you have clothing, jewelry. Might have video games. Might have, let's see, computer. Oops. You might have some toys. Maybe you have savings, like in a piggy bank or in the bank. What else? I'm going to zoom out a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's come up with one more thing. How about MP3 player? Now you may need to resize the column. You can do that by clicking in between column A and B. clicking and dragging so that's wide enough to fit your text information. Then what you're going to do in the column B, you're going to estimate the value of your belongings. So this is going to be a dollar amount value. Okay, so here's my list of my belongings, and yours are obviously going to be different than mine. This is just a personal list. Come up with 8 different things that belong to you and their estimated values. Doesn't have to be perfect, just approximate. If you don't have any toys, don't put that. Put a different category. Maybe you have an iPod, or maybe you have a laptop. Maybe you have books. Just come up with 8 different belongings and their estimated values. I think we're ready to save our work, so we're going to go to File, Save As. You're going to go to your documents. If you can't find it here, you can always go to the desktop, find the document folder, and we're going to save this as the period number, whatever your period is, your last name, first initial, and Excel. We're going to be adding to this file, so I'm going to go ahead and save it because I want to add to it next class. And you're going to want to show the teacher your work. So you should have your class schedule. You should have a list of at least 8 belongings and their estimated value, and then you're going to have one sheet that is blank to be used next time. I'd like you to take a few moments, write a summary for your notes in your notebook, about 5 sentences. You can talk about the main ideas, what was most helpful or interesting to you, what you want to remember today, how does it connect what you've learned previously or will learn in the future, and how do you think you could use what you learned today in your everyday life, or anything else you feel is useful. In closure, what did we do today? Our learning objective was to enter data in Excel. So you should have been able to complete this task independently.